Alright, welcome back Twitch and YouTube to just another game. The Notary Games. 9 persons, I did it. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. I always do 9 persons, 9 hours. I know 9 doors is last. And last time we kind of got, well, see, here's the thing, is like, that description of a dead body is not the first one that the game does. Like, it does a similar description for the Ninth Man. Kind of got introduced pretty late to how brutal this game actually describes death, which is why Virtue's Last Reward kind of toned it down a lot. There is no exploding gut bombs. The squeal of tortured metal made Junpei's teeth curl. It's unlike the noise a ghost would make. No matter how many times he heard it, he never got used to it. Every time it put him on edge. It didn't help that there was a girl nearby who looked far more like a ghost than a living human should. It was Clover. She sat on the edge of the bed, her head drooping listlessly onto her chest. Her eyes were blank and stared across the room at nothing. Her breathing was slow and mechanical. Aside from the rise and fall of her chest, she didn't move. Junpei felt as if even a nudge might cause her to shatter into 1,000 pieces.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was.
Seven lowered his voice, likely in an effort to keep Clover from hearing what he had to say. There are 4 other people in the room with Junpei and Seven. Ace, Santa, June, and Lotus. Seven looked at each one of them in turn and continued.
It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it. Alone. And waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door. And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Junpei crossed his arms and grunted.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah, that means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
June seemed shocked. I'm so curious. No, that only cuts for the broadcast, okay. Why do I have that button? June seemed shocked.
How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
I think that's supposed to be the kill button for like Discord or something. I don't know why it kills the stream audio.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes.
Okay, but one of us is dead.
That is why
2 of
we
us is
can't let
dead.
ourselves fall prey to suspicion.
But 2 of us is dead.
We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship.
Right, but 2 of us is dead.
Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
That's why 2 of us is dead.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game. and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question.
Junpei hadn't really considered that.
If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Junpei... Was Zero still on the ship with them? We'll go Junpei wasn't sure for now. He wasn't sure.
Something's still strange.
What was that?
Well, I'm just wondering about one thing.
And what's that?
How can you be so sure that Zero's on this ship?
Ace's eyebrows shut up.
Really, Junpei? I confess I'm a little disappointed. Usually you're rather sharp. Isn't it obvious?
Wait, it is?
This ship.
Huh?
Zero said, "this ship," several times when he addressed us.
That doesn't mean he's on it.
If he weren't here, he wouldn't say "this ship," would he?
I mean, he could have if he was lying.
He'd be saying something like, "that ship," or "the ship."
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Ace's explanation made perfect sense. Junpei felt a little foolish that he hadn't seen it himself. Still, he's left with a question, and it was one of no small importance.
If Zero's on the ship, where is he?
Suddenly, everyone went very quiet. The silence was cold and clammy, and Junpei could feel it crawling across his back and around his throat. Again, he heard the ghosting, moaning noise, and moments later, a person who looked more ghost than human appeared. It was Clover. She stared at the floor as she spoke, and her voice was a cold monotone.
I think Zero is one of us.
Every human body in the room froze. The only sound was the muffled rustling of breath. Eyes darted from face to face. One of those faces was the face of their jailer. But who? Was he one of them? Well, that's possible.
Well, that's possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
And what's that?
The bracelets.
He held out his left arm.
Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
You got a point.
I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the Nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward. Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
Junpei let the question hang in the air and looked at the others. It was Santa who answered.
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
7, when we were talking earlier,
You know, when we were comparing dick sizes?
you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. 7 and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
No one spoke. Their faces were grim, but Junpei wasn't sure if they believed him or not. Finally, Lotus spoke up.
What were his motives?
His motives?
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because,
Junpei choked. He hadn't thought of that, and he had to be honest with himself. He had no idea.
I don't know.
Just chair to make chair comfy. That's about as good as it gets. Lotus sighed.
Well, so much for making a persuasive argument,
I
Junpei.
didn't mean to do that.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
Junpei was painfully aware of their eyes on him and their disapproval. He tried to find something else, anything else to look at. Then, in that horrible silence, they heard a bell begin to ring. It was the clock at the central staircase.
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move now. Seven, Clover, Junpei, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
You're right, but
Junpei couldn't bring himself to respond. He swallowed the words he wanted to say inside. Seven and Clover remained similarly silent. Their eyes were looking at something somewhere else very far away.
We must go. We have very little time left.
Ace's words put their feet to moving. They all knew where they were going.
our next destination is Mercury.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go, June.
Quit giving us opportunities to make out. We got 3 hours to live.
Right. Here it is.
It sat bolted to the wall next to the stairs that led to the casino and kitchen between the 2 elevators.
The Mercury card reader.
We're using the card 7 gave us, right?
Yeah,
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
I think Seven said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens.
Junpei slid the card through the reader. The light on the reader turned green and made a tiny electronic noise.
I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the 2 of us, but let's do our best.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
Oh. First, we need to find out if the elevator comes up full of water.
Just like we did before.
Oh, here it is.
I knew it. It's not wet at all.
Let's go.
Sorry, Junpei. It's not wet at all.
Yes.
That's kind of brutal honesty right there. Once it had been checked for water, Junpei and June stepped into the elevator.
Look! Nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button can be pushed.
We're on C deck right now, so the only one we can choose is bottom.
Yeah. Well, let's try it out.
Junpei hit the bottom button, and then he pushed the one on the elevator when James slapped him. The door closed. Slowly, they began to move downwards.
Oh, so this is the bottom deck.
Junpei, get your hand off of that. They stepped off and saw that the hallway to the right ended somewhere between 20 and 25 feet from them. The hallway in front of them was a dead end. But not a regular dead end.
Hey, over there.
Hey, we found the
This
2
is
door.
a numbered door.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered doors on B deck near the central staircase. They were doors 4 and 5. 3 more in the large hospital room. Doors 3, 7, and 8.
And the door we found on E deck, and the door Lotus and Santa found on A deck. It was a 6 on the door on E deck, and a 1 on the door on A deck.
4, 5, 3, 7, 8, 6, 1, 2.
That means
Do you think the next door we find?
It'll be another 8 door.
yeah, I think so. The next one's gonna be door 9.
Despite himself, Junpei felt excited. There was something about that excitement that frightened him as well.
Finally!
Yeah,
You don't look very happy about it, though.
it's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Let's head back.
Okay.
He did his best to put it from his mind and headed back to C deck with June.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces.
The pieces of paper they folded lay up on the ground next to Junpei's legs. Everyone had written on paper pulled from Junpei's notebook in an effort to put together a blind vote.
Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
Why had they decided to vote that way?
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
They decided it wasn't fair to simply ask everyone at once. That would allow people to force others to go through certain doors.
Yeah, quiet in the peanut gallery.
And he had a plan. It wasn't a plan he wanted anyone catching wind of, however, so he did his best to act calm as he began to open and read the pieces of paper.
All right, let's open these up. The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No, don't care.
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going.
He opened the second one.
Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Junpei continued with the third, fourth, and fifth pieces of paper.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
She is not that old.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
Very nice clothes.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Okay, maybe they don't spend time together. Lotus's hair flared
not
out
good.
like the mane of an angry lion as she roared with a voice that shook the walls.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
With some difficulty, Ace managed to restrain her.
Junpei, read the rest.
Right.
Junpei tore his eyes away and looked down at the sixth piece of paper. He opened it.
June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
All of the papers save Junpei's had been read. He did some quick calculations in his head.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1.
That was the door on A deck near the central staircase.
7 and Lotus requested door 2.
That was the door on the bottom deck and could be reached by taking the elevator to the bottom of the ship.
Santa and June requested door 6.
That was the door on E deck and could be reached by taking the elevator near the central staircase down.
Then the door I should choose is...
It took him less than a second to run the numbers. He opened the seventh piece of paper and spoke.
Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through...
Alright, so we're gonna kind of pull a trick here, but the way the numbers the way the numbers run, like if we calculate it, like, so 1 plus 5 plus 4 is 1, 7 plus 8 plus 5 is 2, and let's see, 3 plus 6 plus 5 is 5. I don't know why that... Okay, that one doesn't work. But anyway, the idea is we can go through any door with anybody the way that the numbers are. We get to choose. Let's go through door 1.
My choice is door 1.
Santa was unconvinced.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here.
Junpei shrugged and handed it to him. Santa examined it furiously. The others peered at it as well. As they did, Junpei quickly slipped the piece of paper he had been hiding into his pocket. Although he'd never know it now, Santa had been justified in his suspicions. Junpei had switched papers.
I had 3 pieces of paper ready,
For doors 1, 2, and 6.
and I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot.
He put a small mark on it so that he would know which one was his.
I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
He fought the urge to smirk.
You got lucky.
Santa snorted and tossed the paper aside, frustrated.
Very well. We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself.
There we go.
Our only problem is the 2 remaining teams.
June and I want door 6.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Aw.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 is 24. 2 plus 4 is 6.
Sure thing. I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age.
Jesus Christ, 7.
Right, June?
Well, I
June was at a loss for words. Lotus was not. Is Lotus ever?
Pig. You just wait and see.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Her eyes were the eyes of a woman prepared to kill. A shiver ran down Junpei's spine.
Calling me old. This is why men are such a pain in the ass. They're about as subtle as a brick.
And they're at it again.
Even after they separated at the staircase, Lotus was still muttering angrily to herself. So interesting thing that now that ages have been brought up, I've got I'll see if there's at some point files that actually tell their ages. But if you take the digital root, supposedly if you take the digital root of all their age and you add their ages all together and you take the digital root, it's 9, which is interesting and intentional.
I'll see you later, June.
Jumpy.
Circumstances dictated that Junpei and June would have to part ways again, but this time it didn't sting quite so much.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what 7 said.
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the notary game works.
7's words took a weight off Junpei's shoulders, and he felt much better.
It'll be fine. I'll see.
Oops.
All right. See you later.
Lingering unease remained, but they went their separate directions without much trouble. Junpei, Ace, and Clover headed toward A deck.
Here's A deck. It was the door on the left, right?
That should be it, yes.
Then here we go.
It opened, and they walked through.
It's just as Santa and Lotus said.
At the end of the hallway sat a door with a large red 1 upon
A
it.
numbered door.
To the left of it, bolted to the wall, was the red.
There's the red. I'll go first.
Ace went first and waved his wrist over the scanner panel.
Now the 2 of you, if you would.
Junpei was next. Finally, listlessly, Clover lifted her arm. She leaned toward the scanner panel. The third asterisk clicked to life, shining brightly. Ace took hold of the lever.
Now,
He took a deep breath and turned to Junpei and Clover.
are you ready? Shall I pull it?
Yeah, anytime.
Clover said nothing. She nodded, little more than a lethargic twitch of the head.
Very well then. 3, 2, 1.
And it's open! Move it!
We like to move it, move it. They stumbled into the room.
Where is it?
Frantically, Junpei scanned the room. His eyes stopped on the device that would determine whether they lived or died.
There it is! Over there!
Next to the door they come through was the dead. As one, they ran to it. They put their hands over it as if they were fighting for it.
It stopped.
Yes, it did.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Ace and Clover were breathing hard and fast.
Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
It's already kind of normal. 2 people died.
I agree.
We've lost both people.
Now then.
Both of us are dead. Junpei looked around again, this time more slowly.
there's another door. Let's try opening it.
He took hold of the knob and easily, gently pulled it open.
So, this is the wheelhouse?
Closed the door again and turned to Ace and Clover. Fixed each in turn with a meaningful stare, then spoke.
Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room. Say something!
Okay, I will.
All right then, let's get started.
Yay! Alright, let's look for a way out as we do. Alright, we got a stack of nautical charts. I'm gonna kind of speed through this, because, believe it or not, we're actually got a pocket watch. A voice he hadn't expected startled Junpei from his examination of the pocket watch.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
You're supposed to be next door. He spun around to find Ace standing in the doorway. Junpei shrugged and handed him the pocket watch.
Hey man, what are you doing over in this room?
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
Yeah, there is. You're supposed to be in the other room.
Yeah, there is.
Ace's eyebrows went up.
You checked on us. Now get out of here. We split this stuff up for a reason, all right?
But why did I say... I didn't need to speak to Ace that way. I feel kind of off somehow.
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Ace opened his mouth and took another look at Junpei and shut it again. A small smirk appeared on his face.
Oh, I see. Of course.
He looked at Junpei over, then glanced at Clover.
I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
You damn well better get out of here. Ace gave Junpei a knowing pat on the shoulder and left.
Ow.
For no reason he could fathom, Junpei's head began to hurt.
Ah, what the hell? My head.
A sharp pain in his head. How much time passed? He wasn't sure. But he did notice when Ace strode through the door. His smile was more of a smirk, and he had the air of a man who knew more than his opponent.
Yes. There was something I wanted to check, if you don't mind.
No, go away.
Yeah? What's that?
Pardon me.
With no warning, Ace slipped his hand into the pocket of Junpei's vest.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Whoa, what are you putting your hand in my pocket for? Stop!
He reached for Ace's arm, but it was already too late. In the older man's hand were the pieces of paper Junpei had balled up and hidden in his pocket.
Just as I thought. You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Oh, I think ill of you for a lot of things. Go away. Ace smiled, gave Junpei a friendly pat on the shoulder, then turned on his heel and left. So that kind of happens no matter which choice you make. I was trying to actually... I thought actually might have driven him off before he could do that. It was a small defeat, but it was a defeat. Junpei lost the upper hand, and he knew it. He could feel his stomach begin to tense.
Damn.
Alright, what do we got here? Nothing more. The center drawer, nothing in here anymore. Okay, can't open any other side. It's a wooden box, maybe a case for letters. Hey, Clover, you ever write letters? Yeah, nothing. Okay, perfect. Good talk. Shelves aligned with books. Let's see what's in this blue one. There's something written on it. Ship's log. Ship's log, huh? Alright, take that. Map. It's got the Atlantic Ocean in the middle. Hey, Junpei, what do you think these red things are? Yeah, they look like pens. What do you think they're for? Who knows? What do you mean, who knows? Come on, be serious. I am. Red pens on a map of the world. I wonder what they mean. Hey, Junpei, sure you don't have any, like, hints or clues or something? Let me see if they match up. Let me use this one, huh? What do these red pens mean? Well, the nautical charts I picked up have a map exactly like this. Maybe one of them matches up to the pens. Let's see. Well, what do you know? Looks like this one's a match to the pens. So we got 7 locations connected by straight lines, and each one has a word next to it that's probably the speed. Alright, so we deciphered that. Chair. Chair. Clover isn't talking much. I guess it's understandable. I mean, she's been through a lot. Really, it's more surprised that she's still together enough to talk at all. Chair. Clover isn't very talkative. She looks kind of out of it. Is she thinking about Snake? I think we're done here. Alright, what do we got here? This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside them. Alright, well I got something for that. Looks like this is some sort of lock. It's got a weird shaped indentation on it. Maybe. It does look like the pocket watch would fit here. Nothing. Imagine the pocket watch is intended to go in there. However, we may need to do something with the watch first. Oh. Compass, and what Destiny doesn't point us to. I really hope you don't think that sounded cool. Oh. An engine order telegraph. They use this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car? Well, it's a little different. This device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. The navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and then it sends the signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of which can be moved back and forth to... there's no handle. You're right, there isn't. It's as though it was deliberately removed. Steering wheel. Let's see if it... Hey, it looks like it moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. When you move the wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship, it's moving. Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think that's important? Well, let's try turning it again. Alright, yeah. There we go. Alright, so we need directions. So let's see what we have here. The nautical table. Shows directions of... As soon as I get over here. South, west, southwest, northwest, east, north, straight. Then full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Okay, there we go. That's a lot of notes. That's what it says. We move it, the direction changes. I swear I saw something that had directions on it. Maybe if I enter directions in that order. Maybe if this thing... There we go. Alright, south. West. Southwest. Northwest. East. And north and south. What the? The handles came off. Oh, that was north and straight, right. Yeah. Stooping so low, are you Zero? Alright, we got the handle. Perfect. Let's put that here. Show if this handle fits. Alright. Excellent. That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. Alright, so... we need... full... half... slow... full... half... dead... stop. Huh? That's weird. I thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. Look, something's happening on the back wall of the whalehouse. Let's check it out. There's another room on the other side of the window. Ah, there we go. There's something on the wall that looks kind of like an arrival board. There are a whole bunch of words on the left side of the display. What the hell is this? The names of ports across the world. I imagine it's showing the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Departing X, carrier X, flight X at X o'clock, like that. It does look like those are the names of all the ports on the ship's route. Looks like only one of those has a time on it, though. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Perhaps that's the arrival time? Let's just stop it. Move the hands. Alright. This must be the estimated time of arrival. Oh, perhaps. What's he doing? Excuse me, Junpei. You just took my pocket watch. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Just trust me. It should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you don't need to look so smug about it. See what he... Oh, he moved the hands. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock, so he changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nods slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Pop it in here. Looks like this is some sort of lock. It's got a weird shape indentation on it. Shaped just like this watch. Let's put this in there, and it's open. It says open now. Good work. It seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Hey, Clover! But, look, we've unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this route. Oh, well, let's go then. Watch is stuck in the hole. It says open. We did it! We found a way forward.
Oh, a hallway.
It's far too narrow to be called one.
They found themselves in a small space outside the wheelhouse. On the left was a wooden door.
This seems to be the only route.
Yeah, let's go.
I haven't saved in a while. Let's do that.
Wow.
In fact, I haven't saved all night. There we go. It was full of all manner of turn-of-the-century electronic equipment.
Well, these machines are weird. I've never seen any of them before. Huh? Wait, this one is...
It's a fucking telegraph, dude. One smaller machine had a metal bar that ended in a circular handle. Ace seemed to recognize it.
Ah, yes. A telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code a long time ago.
He turned and slowly took in the room.
This must be the communication office.
Across the room from the door they'd entered through was another door.
And that door?
A metal plaque was nailed to it. It read,
Captain's quarters. Huh.
That's what it says.
Then, do you think...
Ace swallowed. Junpei could feel his hands beginning to sweat. Only Clover seemed unaffected.
Well, we won't know if we don't open it.
She walked up to the door and put her hand on the knob. It opened easily, and without so much as a pause, she walked in. Junpei and Ace followed. The first thing they saw was a man on the floor covered in blood. Junpei felt his body seize up. His mouth went dry and he felt very, very cold. The blood in his veins slowed to a crawl and his heart tightened like a fist.
Not again.
Lots of murders on this ship. This was the third time he'd seen the horror of death laid out before him. He didn't think it was something he could stand to see much more of. Still, he had begun to accept that whatever it was he saw, whatever happened to him, was beyond his control, and whatever force that controlled him was driven by a determination that he could not hope to match. Fuck you, game. I'm just playing, alright?
Damn.
A sense of helplessness, of desperation washed over him. He left behind a feeling of utter emptiness that wormed its way through his body like acid.
No, wait. We didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive.
Pretty sure he's fucking dead. Fueled by that spark of hope, Junpei ran to the man's body, and his heart fell. When he touched his hand to his neck,
No pulse.
his pupils had dilated and he wasn't breathing.
Well, he's dead. Damn. If only we knew how it happened.
Junpei lifted the man's already stiff body. There was a deep red wound on his chest.
These wounds. I wonder what killed him.
Junpei did not have to wonder long.
It must have been this.
For lying next to the corpse was an axe. The entire blade of it was drenched in bright red blood. From the shape of the man's wound, there could be no doubt that it had been made by the axe. Junpei looked at the body again. A lake of blood stretched out around it. It was wearing the clothes of a ship's captain, although they were stained with blood.
These clothes? A captain? Does that mean this guy was Zero?
On his left hand was a bracelet. The number on the bracelet was 0.
Bracelet 0.
It was only then that Junpei noticed the stench of blood that filled the room. He couldn't help but laugh. There was nothing else for him to say. It was too simple, too obvious, too straightforward. If there hadn't been a dead man on the floor, Junpei might have thought it was a joke.
Junpei.
It may be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Escape room number 2. Number 2. Alright, let's see how fast we can solve this one. There's blood on the chair. Do you think this is with the dead guys? Probably. A camcorder. Looks like it's pointed at the door. Well, the power's on. Why would someone want to videotape a door? Got a music box. Small table. Nothing in the drawer? Nope. A bed. There's nothing in it. Not yet. Why don't you get in it? Then there'll be something in it. They look like batteries. There's a cable running from them to the monitor. What's the deal with this? Is it some kind of code? There are 4 rows of numbers and letters. They all start with a 0 and end with an 8, F, N, or V. Maybe this is something to do with number bases. New material's been added to the file screen. Nothing inside the drawer. There's a bunch of weird buttons here. They probably switch what you see on the screens. Do you know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. I guess it does change the... What the hell is this? Nothing on the monitor, just static. Isn't the door on that screen the one behind us? You're right. So whatever that camera sees is sent to the screen in real time. What if that means something, you know?
Huh.
Junpei snorted with grim humor for the second time since he come into the room. The 4 screens along the bottom had a single letter each spilling out.
Z-E-R-O, huh? It's like he's making fun of us. What do you think?
He turned to Clover, who was standing next to him. Clover nodded.
Nothing.
Seemed, though, that she cared about little. Of course, Junpei could hardly blame her. Given the strain she was surely under, Junpei was somewhat surprised she had responded at all. Still, he had to ask. He gestured toward the corpse.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
Clover shook her head weakly.
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah, right.
I know it's important to figure out who this guy is, but don't you think we should figure out how to get out of here first?
But...
Please, I don't want to waste any more time.
Clover looked miserable, as though she could start crying at any moment. Junpei just didn't have the heart to tell her no.
All right, sure thing.
Was his mind playing tricks on him? Junpei wondered. For a moment, he could have sworn that he'd seen Clover smile. There's a Z on this screen, an E on this screen, an R on this screen, and an O on that screen. Okay, perfect. Anything else in here? Probably not. Small screwdrivers. Auto link. Nothing in this drawer anymore. Looks as though that drawer is the only thing that's locked. Let's see, keyhole though. Electric lock, perhaps. Take a look at the left side of the drawer. Some cables over there. That must mean... What's this? It's blank. There's nothing written on it. Free paper. It's free real estate. Ace, look. There's a big-ass rat trap over here. I told you, that's a telegraph key. It's a device that transmits messages through Morse code. Alright, so let's find out what that message is. Alright, let's see here. Combine. No, I don't want to do that. Combine that with that. Alright. And we get that. Combine that with that. And we combine that with that. Right, the ink should. We get Morse code. Excellent. More notes. Dot dot D D D L L D D D D D L D D D L L L D D R D R R. Alright, there we go. Alright, D D D L L D D D D D L D D D L L L D D. Alright, I got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this, something will happen. Oh, it... That's the last one, and yes. Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. So, you seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer. Now, hang on a sec. I want to... What does that Morse code actually spell? Okay. Let's see here. Does the wiki tell me at all? Ah. Morse code translates to 35 being Z, so it's a hint to solve the other puzzle. A red file laid in the drawer. Junpei reached down and picked it up.
Looks like there's something on the cover. ALLICE. But isn't it supposed to say all ice? This doesn't have a space between the L and the I. Are they saying that ALLICE is a single word?
It was an interesting thought, but I left Junpei's mind quickly as he opened the file. What lay inside was far more interesting and far more confusing. Each page was covered with strange characters. They looked like tiny drawings of birds, snakes, insects, horned animals, wings, and even kneeling humans. There were many pages in the file, and each was full of these strange symbols.
What the hell is this?
He didn't realize he spoke out loud until Ace looked over at him.
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course. I can't. What would make you think I could?
What the hell?
Junpei flipped through a few more pages. It wasn't just one or two that were covered in the strange symbols. Every single page was covered in them.
Whoa, the whole thing's like that.
Trying to read them was pointless. Junpei wasn't going to waste any more time with them. He made to close the file, and something fell out.
Huh? What's this?
He bent down and picked it up.
Oh, a key card.
There was a symbol on it that reminded Junpei of the symbols for the Saturn and Mercury key cards. This one, however, had a dot in the center of the male symbol.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
Junpei looked over to see Ace examining the card. Bottom deck library. In addition to the Uranus symbol, there are 3 words engraved on the card as well.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library, then. Is the bottom deck a library? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now.
He gripped the keycard tighter and shoved it deep in his pocket. New material's been added to the file screen. We get a key. Guess it's hidden under the thing. A unique key. Okay, I think we're done here. we done here? The control panel for the electronic lock. Looks like it's got a keyhole in the bottom right. Maybe the key I got earlier. Just had to push that key and now it's on. Junpei, look, there's a minus sign on the screen. There are 8 of them. That probably means we gotta put in 8 digits. Think you can figure it out? Okay, well... Probably. A numerical system chart found in the captain's quarter. 10 is in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal, therefore 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is C, D, 14 is E, and so on. The chart shows the rule for each numerical system. Alright, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Alright, so let's see here. So what we need... So 35, E is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. R is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, so 27, 24. There. Because that's how you spell 0. Should be anyway. Alright, 30. Let's push the E to address. Alright, 3, 5, 1, 4, 2, 7, 2, 4. Yay. Worked. Good job, Junpei. Excellent. You seem to have unlocked it. Good work, Junpei. Alright, let's go. They stepped out of the captain's quarters and into another hallway. The hallway stretched out in Junpei for a bit before turning left, like a great backward L.
All right, let's go.
Junpei rounded the corner and took off down the straightaway. He ran and ran and ran. At the end of the hallway was the door.
That's the next door.
Made straight for
Wait,
it.
a piece of paper.
He was nearly halfway to it when he noticed a piece of paper on the middle of the floor. Junpei skidded to a halt.
This is...
He dropped to his hands and knees and quickly tore the paper off the floor.
Map of the ship's interior for ADEC.
What's wrong?
Ace, slightly slower by virtue of his advanced age, had finally caught up to Junpei.
I found a map for this floor.
He showed Ace what he'd snatched from the wall. He looked at it long enough to determine what it was and nodded.
I see.
With that, he began running again past Junpei.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though.
Junpei shoved the map into his pocket and got up to follow Ace, but something stopped him.
Hey, where's Clover?
He turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen.
Damn it, what the hell is she up to?
Junpei muttered angrily under his breath and took off back the way he'd come. As he stomped around the corner, he saw her. She was standing in front of the door to the captain's quarter, her hand on the doorknob.
Clover!
Huh?
As Junpei watched, she closed it gently and quietly.
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
Clover had unconsciously put her hands over the pockets of her jacket as if trying to hide something.
What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? This is...
What the hell?
Come on, we gotta hurry.
With that, Clover ran straight past the somewhat confused Junpei. As she did, he caught a glimpse of her back.
Huh? Clover, what's that on your back?
Sticking up from her collar was something that looked like a big wooden stick.
A stick? Hey, Clover! What the hell's that thing on your back?
She didn't respond. Instead, she quickly turned the corner and disappeared.
Is she ignoring me?
Yes.
For crying out loud.
Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later and ran off after Clover. Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a large set of stairs.
The big stairs. Huh. So this is where it ends up. Just like it says on the map.
It was just what he'd expected to see after reading the map. His IC after reading the map himself meant that Ace had probably realized the same thing.
Ace, did he head down?
Put his hand on the handrail and leaned over to look down.
Oh, there he is.
Look! The 4 others are there too!
And not just Ace. Santa, June, Seven, and Lotus as well.
Really?
Let's join them!
Junpei and Clover glanced at each other and hurried down the stairs. They reached B deck at the same time.
Jumpy! Clover!
June's face was excited. Something had happened, that much Junpei could tell by simply looking at her.
What's up?
Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself.
We found it!
Found what?
We found it!
What did you find?
The last door! We found door 9!
What?
Come on! Just follow us! We'll explain on the way!
Okay.
Seven turned and jogged off down the stairs.
Well, if that's the case.
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
The rest followed.
Jumpy! We finally made it!
Sure did. Nothing creepy is going on at all. The relief and excitement in her voice echoed with what each of them felt.
Yeah, it's finally time.
Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it, at least not just yet. But still, if everyone said that it was door 9, then it probably was.
We've reached the end.
He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. He was doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny the possibility of escape was an exciting one.
Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way?
Junpei looked over at the clock.
4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey! Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie.
Let's go!
June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could.
Yeah.
Junpei followed. They were quiet for a while until... They had just reached C deck when Clover spoke.
Hey, what about door 2?
Everyone else had stopped. They'd all turned to look at Clover. Seven spoke.
What about door 2?
Door 2 is the only one we haven't gone through it, I mean.
Yes, that is true.
Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean?
So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors.
What's the point? Huh? What's the point in going to door 9? We can't all go through it, right? Then we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first. You know? Or what? You think all 7 of us should go to door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows? If we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out. Huh. I don't know what might be in there. We may not find anything. But don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to you guys?
Yeah, you do have a point.
The others nodded in agreement.
The last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look.
You're right. Let's go take a look at door 2.
They were back in front of the elevator. Nearby was the large hospital room.
The elevator can take us down to door 2.
Who shall go then?
Let's see.
Me. I'm going.
Then June, 7, and I need to go with her.
4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7 equals 20. 2 plus 0 equals 2.
Hey, why do you get to...
I don't mind. We'd only waste time arguing over it.
Jumpy, I'm okay too.
See?
Can we just go now?
Fine.
All right, let's get going.
I'll see you later.
Okay. Be careful.
They climbed into the elevator and Junpei listened to it creak and rattle its way to the bottom deck. Only Junpei, Ace, and Lotus were left. As the elevator rumbled out of sight, Ace spoke.
Lotus, would you be so kind as to go with me?
Go with you? Well, I didn't think people still talked that way outside of the 1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you?
That wasn't what I meant to... I was hoping you would come with me.
Yeah, didn't she just
Seriously,
say that?
though, I was kidding. So, where was it you wanted to take me?
There's something I wanted to show you.
Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough?
Well, it's not like that. Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you.
Really?
Of course.
Ace's smile was friendly.
Fine. Do whatever you want.
Thanks, Junpei. Are you coming, Lotus?
Fine.
That depends on you.
Doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon. I might as well go and see whatever it is you think is so important.
Thank you. Well then, shall we go?
Ace turned and began to walk. Lotus followed. They disappeared into the hallway on the left. Time seemed to drag as Junpei waited for the others to return.
They're so slow. And what's keeping Ace and Lotus?
Suddenly, the elevator opened. A single person stood there.
Clover! I guess you're the first one back.
It was only Clover inside. He didn't see the rest. She looked at Junpei, then slowly, purposefully stepped out of the elevator. The door closed behind her.
Where's everybody else? What happened?
She didn't answer. Instead, her eyes swept the room and then settled on Junpei.
Where are Ace and Lotus?
Oh, Ace said he wanted to show Lotus something, so they went into that hallway.
Junpei explained what had happened.
Oh, then they went over there?
Her voice was small and timid.
Yeah, I think so.
He repeated his earlier question.
So where are June, Santa, and Seven? Why aren't they with you?
You really want to know?
There was something wrong with her smile.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Here, let me show you.
Clover pulled something out of her pocket and tossed it on the floor at Junpei's feet.
Huh?
He looked down. On the floor in front of him were 3 metal rings.
Bracelets. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit.
Junpei collapsed.
No. No way. No way. This has got to be some kind of joke. This can't be real.
Junpei's body felt like rubber. His heart felt like a cold lump in his chest and his hands shook uncontrollably. Sweat poured down his face. 3 bracelets sat there on the floor before them. He could see the numbers on their faces.
3, 7,
And
6.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1. You escape from this ship. 2. Lord Hartley, which is 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confines of the ship, or detects that its wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
But why?
Junpei's voice was flat and broken. Clover's response was cold.
Revenge for my brother. He was forced into door 3 and murdered. You need at least 3 people to open a door. Who were the 2 that opened that door with him? It could only have been Santa and 7. That's why I killed them.
2 plus 3 plus 7 is 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3.
But why? Why did you kill June?
Yeah, I don't care about those 2.
Because she tried to protect them. She was in my way. She had to die too.
No.
Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to wake himself up from what had to be a dream.
No.
Couldn't be real. It just couldn't.
Hey, Junpei.
He felt Clover's hand on his shoulder. Well, that's not creepy at all. Her smile was wrong, horribly wrong. Her face looked like a mask made from stretched human skin. The smile that parted her lips did not extend to her eyes. They were dead and empty. The girl in front of him was no longer the Clover that he had known for all of 5 hours. Perhaps she was not even human.
Let's go.
Her hand reached out toward him.
Let's get out of here. Let's leave this ship.
What the hell are you talking about? To open a numbered door, you...
Yes, I know. You need at least 3 people. But as long as we have this...
Once again, Clover reached in her pocket and pulled something out.
That's...
It was another bracelet. Junpei could see the number on the face. 0.
The 0 bracelet. You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? This is... See? You get it now? If we have the 0 bracelet, we can leave. You and I can open door 9 with just the 2 of us.
4 plus 5 plus 0 is 9.
See? So let's go. Come on! Hurry up!
She shoved out her hand again. Junpei looked up at Clover. She had the face of a demon. But there was something else. There was a holy light that surrounded her. She was both a fierce god and a benevolent goddess filled with love.
Junpei?
Her voice was soft. Her eyes weren't empty anymore. They were deep. So deep Junpei could feel himself falling into them. He felt dizzy. There was something oddly bewitching about her. His mind was beginning to crack and his heart began to melt.
Junpei.
The hand she held was offering him. It looked so soft, so inviting.
Clover.
Junpei reached out with his own trembling hand and closed it over hers.
Yeah?
No, she demon. She demon girl. Junpei writhed in agony. He shuddered and twitched, his body spasming as he went into shock. He screamed until his throat was torn and bloody, then screamed more. His cries echoed across the room. Eventually his movement slowed, then faded. There was no more strength left in Junpei. He could feel his body beginning to go numb. He no longer felt pain. He no longer felt anything. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. The last remnants of his mind began to fade. Even as his vision faded to nothing, he saw Clover.
Thanks, Junpei. I'm just gonna borrow this, okay?
Her smile was cold. What was left of Junpei's conscious mind drifted away. All that was left was a twisted, broken corpse. Yeah, that's a bad end. That's like one of my favorite of the bad ends, though. That's the Clover goes psycho and kills everybody bad end, which is really good. In fact, I kind of specifically... Let me ask you a question. I kind of specifically did that. There is a way to avoid that ending, and it's actually the way you get the true ending. So I distinctly made some choices there that I knew would lead to the X ending, because otherwise... I don't know if we get all the way to the true ending, but I definitely wanted to see that first. You've reached one ending. This game has multiple endings. In order to experience all the endings, you need to play through the game multiple times. Make sure to save your progress now to retain all information you've acquired. Memory of Escape has been added to the title screen. Memories of Escape allow you to replay the escape rooms you have completed. And that's where we're going to call it here. We get a little Axiax as a marker that we got that ending. And we're going to call it a stream. I will see you next time, which is Friday. Good night.